What are the things you need to know to actually take your income from just being rich or high to actually building wealth? The step in between is what I'm going to teach you in this video. So grab a pen and paper, and it's time for you to take notes. So what we're going to do is show you and compare between Rec A and Rec F, what you need to be doing today, which passive income ideas actually make you money and grow your wealth, and which ones are actually fluff. Now, before we get into that, before you evaluate anything, there needs to be a criteria in which you use to evaluate it. This is what determines whether this is something that you can be useful for you to execute on or not useful, okay? This scripture that says wisdom is profitable to direct. So we're going to use a scale here to provide us wisdom so we can take action. When I evaluate any opportunity, the first thing I evaluate is time. How much of my time is it going to take for me to get this up and running? Okay. When it comes to the second thing is energy. How much energy am I going to have to put forth of my own to get this thing up and running and get to the point where it's profitable? And for profitable, I mean making passive income over and over again, whether that's a couple hundred, couple thousand, 100,000, 1 million. It's about making passive income. Okay. How much capital is needed to be deployed? Okay. The expertise needed to execute on this, and how scalable is it? There's some businesses, after a certain point, it's hard to scale. There's some businesses that have unlimited scale. So we're going to compare 5 passive income ideas. The first one is e-commerce. Everybody always talks about e-com. Oh, e-com is great. This, that, and the other. If you just do products, you can make a lot of money doing that. Okay. The second thing we're going to evaluate here is digital products. Okay. I'm just going to call it BP, digital products. That could be info courses, that could be PDFs, that could be guides. There's a whole lot of different digital products where this is about digital products. Okay. The thing we're going to evaluate here is the market, but I'm going to put a hyphen day trading. So for all my day traders out there, we're going to compare that. And then there's the market in terms of options selling. Okay. And the fifth thing we're going to evaluate here is real estate. So those are the 5 things we're going to evaluate for passive income ideas. And as somebody who's done all 5, I have firsthand experience to tell you exactly which one works and which ones doesn't. The first one is e-com. The time that you use to make money with e-com is all front loading. You're going to have to do research to find winning products. You're going to have to get tools. You're going to have to get software. For me to actually get up and running to start my first e-com store, it actually took me about 2 weeks. Okay. Now with AI, you could probably build a website quicker and easier, but the hardest part is finding a product that will convert. And most times a website can't just have one product. You have to have 2, 3 products similar to each other so you can look like and actually build a brand. So let's say it takes 2 weeks to start. The energy, when I started and launched my first e-com brand, it was called Germ Guard. This is during COVID. I was selling disinfected machines that would disinfect spaces using UV rays. Okay. That took me about 10 hours a day. I was literally going 10-hour days for 2 weeks. So I will say high energy. In the research phase is high energy. And the thing with e-com is that once you even find a product that works, you're constantly tweaking. This is the thing that made it annoying. And if you're not passionate about the product, I mean, I used to have a nurse background. So I was like, oh, healthcare, something in healthcare makes sense. I thought I would be passionate about it. But the truth is, I just wanted to make the money. So the energy pissed me off. The capital outlay was pretty low. Okay. So I started that whole brand with literally less than $1,000. So that's the good thing about e-com. Expertise. I would say the more expertise you have, the easier it is for you to win. So I actually bought a course from somebody, I think for about $400 back then. Okay. To learn how to do e-com, and it gave me a head start. So I actually got sales my first week doing that because I followed a blueprint of somebody who gave me mentorship. So my expertise, I will call it medium. I started other businesses before. I was in real estate, so I wasn't a new business owner. Okay, if you're a brand new business owner, you need to learn things like CRO, website optimization management. You need to learn things like email marketing. You need to learn things about retargeting your abandoned carts. You need to learn about customer management. We learn about supply chain management. It's a lot of things that you have to have expertise in. So I'll call it medium there. Scale is one thing I will call medium. The reason why I say scale is medium, yes, you can sell millions of products at one time from a website, okay? Especially if you're doing some type of drop shipping, it's easier to scale that. But when you're doing real products from a real brand, inventory becomes an issue. So you're going to have inventory management. Even if you're using a third-party supplier, are you sure that they have that inventory in sight? As you scale, like you're selling 100, 1,000 products a day, 2,000 products a day, can you handle the customer support requests? Okay. For every 100 support messages you have, you need one whole human being to handle that. Yes, they can say use AI, but I'm telling you from a real human person, when I did it, this is what it cost me. So for this, I will rank and actually grade ecom a C. Okay. So ecom, your grade is a C as passive income idea because the keyword here is passive. With an e-com store, you're constantly testing to get better. You want to always get better in what you're doing to increase your sales and decrease your costs. Okay. The beautiful part about e-com though is that if you build a big enough brand, you can actually sell and exit the business to a bigger company. So that's a good thing about e-com. I have friends who have actually done that. The second thing is digital products. Time to set up in very little. You can set up your first digital product literally in 2 hours. Okay. The energy is medium. The energy is creative. Okay. Capital, I will say for this one, low. Because you can always use organic content to sell your products, but it can also range to high if you start spending money on ads and all this other stuff. So let's just call it low for now as a beginner. Expertise, high. If you want to be successful with digital products, you have to have high expertise, not only in your subject matter of expert. Let's say you're very good at gardening. You have to be really, really good at gardening, first of all, to teach people, but then you also have to be really good in the business of marketing gardening. So the expertise is high, very profitable business, okay? But you have to have a lot of expertise. It took me literally 5 years before I made my first 6 figures doing this. Scale, also high. I will tell you though, once you make several million, people have told me you kind of get capped, okay? Because sometimes you might be looked at maybe by the FCC. There's some regulatory issues. Once you get really big, your face is out there, your brand is out there. And people say faceless channels. I want to be honest with you, those takes longer to scale. So I want to say scale is high. Capital, honestly, if you want to do it really big, I want to revise this and say that for capital, this is going to be high. Because what made me successful is that I invested in mentors. I have spent well over $600,000 in cash, okay, in mentors, in guidance, and expertise, all wires to build my mind. So if you're beginning, you want passive income, and this is something you have to keep growing because the market changes, I might not start with this first, okay? This is something that you can start building the skills for as you grow. Market day trading, time high, okay? Yeah, this is like a surgeon level education. You're going to spend a lot of time and hours into this, 10,000 hours at least. Energy high. You're in front of your computer a lot. Capital, with prop firms now, you can say media because you can get access to $25,000 with literally $90. Expertise high. Scale high. It's easy to scale this, okay? Once you learn the skill, but learning the skill is the thing that takes the most time to do. Okay. So digital products, I will give a B. The reason I'm giving it a B is because as you scale, it can be very profitable, but the expertise it takes to get started is high. Okay. Day trading as a passive income source, that is a D. There's nothing passive, quote unquote, about it. Yes, you can have leverage. Yes, you can have scale, but it is not going to be passive. When you're selling options, oh my gosh, completely different. Okay. And then you guys can see I have a bias towards this. When you're selling options, specifically cash secured puts, the time that you take, literally 5 minutes a week, is all I take to actually execute. The energy it takes, very low. Really, guys, 5 minutes a week, I find my trade and then I execute. Capital is where I save media. The more capital you have, the more money you make. So, for example, if you have $50,000 in savings in a cash account somewhere under your mattress or in a HYSA, if you just take that money and just put it in a brokerage and do conservative cash account puts, you can make about $400 to $800 a week, not a month, a week was 50 grand in cash. Guys, that is like a 4 to 8% return a month on your cash. No other institution is paying that. On top of that, it's based on probability, so it's safer. Okay. And you're doing one trade a week, 5 minutes a week, and then you're done. Expertise. This is where I would say media. It doesn't take long to learn. Matter of fact, you can learn this in about an hour, honestly speaking. Okay. Build your confidence, sure, but actually learning the skill, actually executing on it, it takes an hour, maybe two. Okay. Scale unlimited. The more cash you have, the more money you make. And the reason why the scale is unlimited is that the market in itself has $380 trillion worth of contracts moving every single day in it. So unless you're doing this with a $20 million piggy bank, you're not going to feel it. Unless you're planning to pour $20 million, then cash secured puts is what I would 100% go to generate passive income. For that, I would give cash secured puts an A. Okay. When it comes to passive income, that is definitely an A for me. And the last one, real estate. As somebody who has real estate, I have some section A that has something in our section A. The time to buy equivalent of property, 90 days at least. Okay. The energy you're going to take in the beginning, you got to find the property, evaluate the property, do property inspection high. Capital high for real estate. Expertise, medium. Okay. Real estate is real estate, guys. You have to have some expertise, but if you buy a house in a good area, you're usually going to be fine. Scale hard, okay? Because for every property you buy, you start the process over again. You don't have economies of scale between one property to the next. Unless you do multi-units, and the same thing goes by. For every multi-unit you buy, it's the same thing over and over again. When you're using stuff that is skill required, like even day trading or things in the market or econ or digital products, there's economies of scale at work there. With real estate, it doesn't really exist. So for passive income, the cash flow is good once you do it. But to get into it can be the journey that takes time, energy, and effort. So for real estate, believe it or not, a lot of people touted this passive income. I give it a C. And the only reason I give it a C is because it appreciates over time. So if I had to rank it from A to F, I would say cash and kid puts A be the best one to do, and the worst one will probably be day trading when it comes to passive income. So if you're already a high income earner, I would definitely 100% learn how to sell options for income. And I've done all 4 or 5, and I'll tell you, this will probably be the number one thing I would do if I had cash coming in. This is what I'll do. I'll turn my cash into an asset. That being said, if you have any questions about this, do you agree? Do you disagree with the rankings? Comment below and let me know. And chat with you soon.